Hello everyone. Today we are going to see the gait cycle. So first we are gonna see the phases of gait cycle. So this phases of gait cycle is divided into two. One is stance phase and another one is swing phase. In stance phase, the foot is in contact with the floor. So it takes up 60% of the gait cycle. So in swing phase, the foot does not contact with the floor or the ground. So it takes up 40% of the gait cycle. So now also we need to know in stance phase another two things is happening. So one is double support and another one is single limb support. So the double limb support which is both the feet is in contact with the floor. So one feet is in the initial contact, the other feet is in the toe off stage. So that is double support. So the single limb support is 40% of the gait cycle occurring during the stance phase. So now we're gonna see the events of the stance phase. So we're gonna see only the stance phase right now and what are the events happening there. So the events of gait cycle is four things happening. So first one is initial contact. Here this one is initial contact. So the second one is foot flat and heel off and toe off. So first is initial contact. You may also studied as heel contact or heel strike. But why we are saying initial contact? Because so other than walking, while during abnormal gait movements or during running or stair climbing, it is possible for the whole foot or the toes is in initial contact rather than the heel. So that's why we did not say as heel strike often. So you can use the term initial contact, it will be more better. So then other thing is foot flat. So it is happening at 7% of the gait cycle. The foot flat is occurring. Then heel off. So the heel off is occurring at 40% of the gait cycle and the toe off is occurring at 60% of the gait cycle. You can see the picture to even remember it more better. So see this four things happening in the events of the gait cycle. Events in the stance phase. Only in the stance phase these four things are happening. So then we're gonna see next one is sub phases of stance phase. So right now we are going to see only the stance phase. See only the stance phase we are seeing now, which is these things are events in stance phase. These four are events in stance phase. Then we are going to see the sub phases in stance phase. So the sub phases in stance phase is three things occurring. So first one is loading response or weight acceptance. So see the picture below. So here you can able to see it more clearly. The weight acceptance is the first one, which is the weight acceptance, which is the sub phases in stance phase. So here the weight acceptance sub phase, the large impact loads passing up the lower limb. So we need some form of shock absorption to dissipate these loads in weight acceptance. So it occurring at 0 to 10% of the gait cycle. So second one is mid stance. So these all things are happening at sub phases of stance phase. So second one is mid stance. So it occurring from 10% to 40% of the gait cycle. So here most of in single limb support and it maintains forward progression of body that requires stabilization of upper limb because our body is in requires stabilization of upper body because as it passes over the small base of support provided by single foot. Then third one is push off. So here in push off, this one is third subphase. It from 40% to 60% of the gait cycle it occurring. So here this phase characterized by large propulsive forces that propel the body forward through swing phase and into the next gait cycle. So this time period also referred to as terminal stance or pre-swing. So we are seeing stance phase. In stance phase we seen two things. One is these four things are events in stance phase, and these three things are sub phases in stance phase. Okay, next I will, in next video, next part of it, I will say about the swing phase and remaining gait biomechanics in next upcoming parts. Follow us for more physio related contents. Thank you.